Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
This is Jerry Gillum of AgWest Financial. I'm excited to introduce Agrichem as our new retail partner in the region. AgWest and Agrichem share the same philosophy, working together for your success. And with our new partnership, Agrichem goes beyond seed, fertility, and crop protection products with the addition of AgWest loan products, including secured and unsecured lines of credit, leasing options, and real estate, facility, and equipment loans. Call me, Jerry Gillum, at the Agrichem office in Hopkinsville for more information.
Coming to the Badgett Playhouse in Grand Rivers, Kentucky on Saturday, September 21st at 7 p.m. Jamie O'Neal live in concert with 2 #1 hits to her credit, including the song There Is No Arizona and the tune I Think About Angels. This is sure to be an evening to remember. For tickets, call 1-888-362-4223 or purchase tickets online at badgettplayhouse.com. Jamie O'Neal at the Badgett Playhouse, September 21st at 7 p.m.
My teenage son only has one brain, and it will keep developing through his mid-20s. But if he uses e-cigarettes, the nicotine in them can impact attention, learning, memory, and can prime the brain for addiction. So I've talked to him about staying away from e-cigarettes because my son only has one brain.
Learn more at cdc.gov/e-cigarettes. A message from the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Find out more at your Pennyroyal District Health Department.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty on a beautiful, gorgeous Friday. It's always my pick day of the week, but man, is it pretty out today.
It's just gorgeous and gonna be better tomorrow because
where'd you go?
I'm here.
Wait a minute, where'd you go?
Turn me up.
Lassie, get him out of the well. I can't hear him.
but it's gonna be even better tomorrow. 70, not even reaching 80 for the high.
I'm not gonna go home until somebody makes me tomorrow, I think.
Well, it sets up perfectly for Black Patch Heritage Festival. It's just perfect.
If you need me, I'm in the recliner over by the cakewalk.
I hear you. Just camp
that's
out,
me.
right?
I'm just going to camp out. Why not? With those temperatures and all the cake?
I camp out by the pizza and the corn dogs.
Well, I figure the cakewalk is in walking distance, not very far. Maybe, I don't know, quarter of a block. Not that I've measured it or anything from the pork chop guy. So
at least you're getting exercise. At least you're getting exercise. I tell you, Tess, it's wonderful. You know, Black Patch Heritage Festival is just about seeing folks, fellowshipping. It's like a homecoming.
Yes.
And, it's going to be a lot of fun. But we have special guests visiting with us today, and we're talking to Dr. Felipe Miranda and his spouse, Casey. And we welcome them into the WPKY studios because Dr. Miranda is fairly new to our community. Dr. Miranda has purchased Emory Spradlin's dental practice down on Washington Street, and we welcome them to Princeton. Good morning to both of you.
Thank you, Ty.
We love having new neighbors. we like that.
We certainly do, and it's a pleasure to have you here today. And this is kind of a welcome to Princeton introduction. And so we'll start this morning by saying hello and welcome to Princeton, and just open up the mics and let you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you made it to Princeton.
Okay, so I guess we start in Columbia, South Carolina. That's where the two of us came from. And I was working, at other dentist offices at the time, and I just figured it was about time for me to find my own place. And so we started looking across the whole Southeast, essentially. Drafted up the whole spreadsheet, made a big list, and out of all the competition, everything, this one just stood out, and this town just stood out to me. We came up for a visit actually in January with Casey and also my mom just to check it out. Of course, a little bit colder than it is now, but we really felt just amazed by what we saw. And
that's fantastic. Tell us what are some of the qualities and what are some of the things that you've... Of course, Columbia, South Carolina, a little bit larger, a little bit more urban than this type of community. But
close to the beach. I mean, that's a lot different. I mean, it just is.
But tell us what really was appealing about Princeton to you all? What did you like about the vibe and everything that you saw?
Well, I just liked the small town atmosphere. It's very different when you're in a big city like that, and you don't really know people, just walking down the street.
Right.
And it's been a complete 180 compared to what we've seen in the past. We were just when we first moved here, we were just going to set up our utilities and stuff. And people behind the desk are saying, "Oh yeah, I know Brock Thomas. I bought his house.
Okay,
he's my cousin." So it's just I like to see that everybody knows each other, and I think that's great to start a family. I think it's a great place.
There's no doubt about it. And tell us about your family. Do you all have children?
No, not just yet. We actually just got married this summer.
Congratulations!
June 15th, so.
Wow, you're a fresh couple.
They're newlyweds.
Wow.
So
that's great.
We had a realtor that was helping us sell our house in Columbia, and she's like, "You guys have done what married couples do in a span of 10 years in 2 months, because we had to sell our house in Columbia, get a house here, move 8 hours away from home, get married, go on our honeymoon." So we did a bunch this summer.
Are you just worn out? I mean, you have to be worn out. Are you both originally from South Carolina, or did your education take you there?
Yeah, so Casey grew up in the area. She was born and raised there. Oh, well, not born. She was born in North Carolina, but pretty much raised there. I've lived all over the place. I was actually born in Brazil.
Okay.
Left there very young, went to Canada. Spent about 6 years there, went to Atlanta. That's pretty much where I grew up, is near Atlanta.
I lived in Atlanta.
Yeah.
What part?
Right outside of Buckhead.
Okay. I was in Marietta, Kansas City.
See, we are neighbors.
There you go.
I'll call that a neighbor, right?
It's a small world.
Never know.
So, well, fantastic. And that's a great area, too, to kind of grow. And I've got a good friend in Cumming and spend a lot of time down through there. And just a wonderful area, because Atlanta is one of those really metropolitan areas where it's like being up in the Northeast or being out in California. Everything that you need is right there. But you come to West Kentucky, and it's a little bit different.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that there's a Walmart here.
Yes.
That helps a lot. We've visited I don't know how many dozen times now, but
yeah.
What I love about the difference, though, is when I think you appreciate the fact when you've been in those big cities, when you come in, you get to see what it's like when nobody knows who you are. Nobody, there's not going to be a lot of friendly faces you see throughout the day. But here, it's no matter where you go. When you were talking about that earlier, I love that, because that's one of the big differences, I think, is just the friendliness of everyone and somebody asking you how your day is. And we've talked about this before. People waving at you when they pass you. They have no clue who you are. They just throw their hand up. Mm-hmm. And that's something that's normal here that you don't get there.
No, you do not. And you see Casey.
Down there, people wave at you and go, "Wait a minute, I didn't do
it." That's right. Now, Casey's already dressed in her blue and gold.
I love that.
And we've been going to the games.
So that's awesome as well. So did you go to dental school in South Carolina?
I went actually in Philadelphia.
So
I went up north.
Okay.
For a little while, and then came back down south. Did a residency in North Carolina, and then went to South Carolina after that.
Great. Well, tell us about your practice here. Of course, it was an established practice by Dr. Emery Spradlin, but tell us about your practice and what you bring to Princeton for your clients and your customers.
Sure. Well, I'm starting with a great base, great team, amazing practice. That's why I came here. So they've just made it so easy for me to just kind of fill in and get situated. I'm trying to not totally change everything from the get-go, just to try to keep everything to what people are used to, but trying to make some tweaks along the way. A lot of the services that we're offering are going to be the same thing that Dr. Spradlin was offering. One thing I will say that we're starting to offer that wasn't so much in the past is getting teeth out when people are in pain. So that's going to be a big benefit. I know that because there's been less dentists recently because there have been some retiring. I think that's a good benefit to be able to offer to people to be able to get them out of pain.
Right, and we all seem to every now and then get an issue like that, and to know that you're hurting, I mean, it can really distract from your day-to-day routine, whether it's on the job or you're at home taking care of your kids.
Well, it's not going to schedule pain day with you. It's not going to say, hey, I'm going to hurt on this date, so get your appointment over there.
Yeah, and then you get that relief, and I'm sure if somebody is having an issue, you can get them right in and get them relieved.
Yep. That's the benefit also. just about 10 minutes south of town, so if it's really an emergency, I can just hop up and...
You can get to the office pretty quick.
Yep.
And, of course, you do have a great staff. I know I have a classmate down there, Patty, that works there right at the front desk at the office, does a fantastic job. I know you have a great hygienist down there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some of your team members?
Yeah, so you mentioned Patty. Of course, she's, I guess, the newest member of the team until I came aboard. I think she's been there about a year now, but she does a great job, keeping me in line.
Yes.
We have this joke that I just have. Here's project 48, 49, 50. She's got a long list of stuff that.
So you just mark them off as you get them done.
Exactly. The list is growing faster than we're marking off right now, but hopefully we'll get it whittled down. So she's been great. Her partner at the front is Sonia. She works in the front, but also in the back. It's great to be able to do both. That's a real asset. If somebody calls out sick, she can just fill in wherever we need to. And she kind of, on Thursdays when we only have one hygienist for now, she helps me see more patients on my side. She's the kind of tech savvy person in the group as well, so she helps me with the computers. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with computers as well, but she helps me get everything situated with that.
Right.
Jackie is my main chair side assistant. She helps me with the procedures that I'm doing every day. Such a positive person, makes me really get through those tough times that you always have that come up, but she's wonderful. She's always positive, very organized, very upbeat. Chris is one of our hygienists. She's been working a couple days a week. We're actually going to see about getting her in more just because there's so many people that need to get in for a cleaning. And she's been very helpful with that. I think we're going to bump her up to 3 days a week. And eventually maybe even doing 4 days a week because we're trying to actually add a room to what we have now. We have 3 rooms that we work in. Chris is very committed to her profession. She's very meticulous, also very positive. She's got a great sense of humor, which I appreciate. She's very organized and meticulous about keeping everything clean. If you ask the staff, she's the cleaner of the group.
And that's important in a dental office.
Yes, it is. It is. You'd be amazed how if somebody's not on top of that, things just...
Well, hygiene is part of the name there. For some
there you
of the
go.
Well, and I hate to say
in there.
can we say there's a lot of spit flying around in there.
Yes, yes. So I try not to think about that, but it's true.
I had to say it. I had to get it out of the bag there. Now,
Hey, I got to ask, though, because it's not every day that we get to... What about the bad breath? Do you get just some of those times
that's called halitosis. So let's not go there.
I'm just saying. Everybody's going to ask.
It's a reality, but that's one of the reasons we wear masks. But
I just had 3 cups of coffee, Tess. Come on.
It's not as bad as you might think. Yeah, you don't also you're not in like immediate proximity to them. You're kind of staying back a little bit.
Am I far enough away from you, Doc?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For now.
He's had a lot of coffee this morning. I'm just saying.
Just want to make sure.
All joking aside, kids, are you good with kids? You're good about the pediatric side of things?
Sure.
Kids coming in?
Sure, yeah. I think we see a good amount of kids over there. And of course, some kids have a better time than others, of course, and that's why we have specialists in pediatric dentistry. But one thing that helps us a lot with that is the nitrous oxide gas. They kind of just breathe it while we're trying to do what we need to do. Just kind of helps them float off to a happy place, pretend they're on a beach.
That's kind of what we have in here, isn't it? They used to call that laughing gas.
Hush, Ty. You don't tell secrets. What is it? First part of Radio Club is you don't talk about Radio Club.
We keep our masks tucked in. We keep our masks tucked in under the desk. But that is awesome because not only kids, but there are some adults like some of us that have a little bit of fear. Or we're going to say, well, you need, buddy, you need gum grass. That's what I always hear. Yeah, I've got, and he's smiling. He's saying, yeah, I can see your teeth from here. But anyway, But sure, I mean, it is, but it's nice to know you see those friendly faces in the dental office. You come into a nice environment, and it puts you at ease, and you know that you can get in that chair, and you have someone that's qualified and you can trust to work on your mouth. Because, like you said, it's not the most pleasant thing for some folks. Some people say, no big deal, I love it. I love to get the little brush back there when they clean my teeth and scrape the tartar and all that stuff. But some folks, they just don't like it. Now, Casey, do you have a function in the dental office, or do you say, no, I'm away, I do my own thing?
No, I'm not currently working in the office. I'm a nurse. I just graduated in December.
Okay.
So I'm going to be working full-time elsewhere, but I just kind of help keep up with the Facebook page and run errands and do various things that they need outside of the office, kind of the gopher.
All right. Well, Hey, that's a big load, I'm sure, off of Dr. Miranda.
Especially since you just moved. I mean, yeah.
So
bless your heart. That's what I would say. Bless your heart from the wife's side point, you know.
So Doc, when you're growing up and traveling and moving all these different places, was it always dentistry for you, or did it just hit you one day? I want to be a dentist, or what's the passion that says, man, I want to work on somebody's mouth?
Actually, I didn't decide for a while there. I would say I started thinking about what I was going to do, in the middle of high school, right around then, and I don't really have a specific moment or event that happened, but I started to think about dentistry as just something that would make sense because I was pretty good with working with my hands, good with science. Seemed like a good career to go into, but at the same time I was actually very interested in music.
Wow.
I guess I should say I still am a French horn player. I don't keep up with it as much as I used to.
My daughter would love you.
Not too many guys play horn. My kid played horn.
French horn.
So, but not too many men, play horn like that. I mean, you see more and more now, but it used to be one of those. Well, the girls play that, so that's great. So, do you still play some?
I did when I was in Columbia. What I like to do is play in a community orchestra.
Right.
And so I don't know if there is one in the area that I would like to.
There's one close by, and I can kind of tell you about it.
Yeah, so that is something I would like to get into a part of. But yeah, I was thinking for a long time I was going to go into be a professional musician for a good while there. I actually went into college assuming that that's what I was going to do. Went through my first year doing music, and then that summer I was kind of back on the fence. I went to a convention, a horn convention, where a dentist was giving a lecture, and I was like, this is the guy I got to talk to. He has both sides of it. And I guess for whatever reason, I was just thinking that if I don't go into it as a career, I'm never going to be able to continue to enjoy music. And he just pointed out, like, you can do it as a hobby.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, you can do both. It's not one or the other. And so with that wise knowledge in my mind, I decided to change gears and go into dentistry. Although I still got a music degree, that's what let me get into dental school.
Awesome.
Well, I'll tell you, I actually had a friend of mine yesterday that was looking for recommendations because she said, look, I'm going to have to go to the dentist. Is there anybody that, I've got one that's in a lot of pain. I need to get this over with so I can enjoy Black Patch. And I said, hey, if you listen to us at 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a good recommendation so you can go, get to know them. Make sure that you give them a reminder, your telephone number, where you're located, how do they get a hold of you?
Hours and that kind of thing.
Yes, so the practice name is Miranda Dental. We're located at 406 West Washington Street here in town in Princeton. Our phone number is 270-365-7244. We are open Monday to Thursday, roughly 8 to 5. Monday's actually 8 to 6, Thursday's 8 to 4, but roughly around 8 to 5. But if you need to reach us during the weekend, I check the messages during the weekend as well, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can and give you some advice on what we can do to get you taken care of.
That's in case there's after hours, an emergency, or something like that.
Sure.
That is fantastic. Well, welcome to Princeton. Make sure you get a Black Patch catalog as you leave here, because the weekend's going to be huge around here, as I'm sure you've heard already about Black Patch. But welcome to Princeton, and thank you for what you do, both of you. And we're so glad that you're here in our community. And
Ty, I just wanted to take a moment because I talked about every other member of my staff but Maddie, so I want to give a shout out to her. She's our Marion connection.
Okay.
So she's my other hygienist. She does a great job for us. Very tech savvy as well, although she doesn't talk about it as much, but I know I've seen that she is very tech savvy, so I appreciate everything she does for us and all the rest of my staff as well.
Well, with 3 kids in my house, I'm quite sure I'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you both for having us.
Thank you very much for being here. Dr. Felipe Miranda, a dentist here in Princeton, just recently located, and wife Casey. So thank you all for being here, and enjoy Black Patch, and we hope to talk to you soon as well.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Tess.
Hey, 8:27 with Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk still on the air. We've got more to come. Stick around. I believe we're going to talk about some art that is showing up at Black Patch this weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. Tess and Ty and 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Celebrate Sizzling Sprint Weekend with amazing savings at your local Sprint store September 6th, 7th, and 8th. Now for a limited time, when you switch to Sprint, you can pick up a new Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 on us. That's right, get a Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 on us when you add unlimited data for just $25 per month. All you need is a new line on a qualifying plan. Plus, this weekend only, when you switch to Sprint, you'll get $100 via prepaid MasterCard for each new phone you lease. The more lines you switch, the more savings you'll get. There's never been a better time to switch to Sprint. Stop by your local Sprint store during Sizzling Sprint Weekend, September 6th, 7th, and 8th to learn more and check out other great deals. Subject to credit and $30 activation fee, requires port online registration and 60 days of service before card ships. Card terms, conditions, and exclusions apply. Member FDIC. Tab A 10.1 $0 per month after 1417 monthly credit for 24 months credit. Apply within 2 bills. If you cancel early, remaining balance due. Plan excludes taxes, surcharges, and roaming. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
2019 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk 4x4 with just 17,000 miles. NADA retail is $28,050. Trice priced at $25,000.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or TriceHughes.com.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Hypnosis can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Hypnosis programs with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Hypnosis will be in Hopkinsville on Thursday, September 12th. Summer's over. It's time to get back on track.
After this hypnosis, I want to eat good food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think about desserts like I used to.
Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful.
And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the weight you want, 100% guaranteed. Thursday, September 12th at the Holiday Inn Hotel, 2910 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville. Seminar time is 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Registration begins at 5 p.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
Don't miss a great auction this Saturday, September 7th with West Kentucky Real Estate and Auction. The auction will be held at the Auction House in Princeton. Selling will be furniture, tools, antiques, and collectibles. Items outside sell at 9 a.m. Furniture starts at noon. The auction center is located at Highway 62, West Princeton, the former Hancock's Grocery. West Kentucky Real Estate and Auction. Wayne Boyd, broker auctioneer. To find out about all upcoming auctions, go to westkentuckyrealestate.com.
Tuesday night is soccer night on WPKY. Join us for live coverage this Tuesday night on 1580 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com and on your free WPKY app. This Tuesday night, the Caldwell County Lady Tigers host the Lady Blazers of UHA. Airtime around 6:15. Tuesday night means it's Caldwell County Soccer Night on 1580 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com and on your free WPKY app.
Celebrate Sizzling Sprint Weekend with amazing savings at your local Sprint store September 6th, 7th, and 8th. Now for a limited time, when you switch to Sprint, you can pick up a new Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 on us. That's right, get a Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 on us when you add unlimited data for just $25 per month. All you need is a new line on a qualifying plan. Plus, this weekend only, when you switch to Sprint, you'll get $100 via prepaid MasterCard for each new phone you lease. The more lines you switch, the more savings you'll get. There's never been a better time to switch to Sprint. Stop by your local Sprint store during Sizzling Sprint Weekend, September 6th, 7th, and 8th to learn more and check out other great deals. Subject to credit and $30 activation fee. Requires port online registration and 60 days of service before card ships. Card terms, conditions, and exclusions apply. Member FDIC. Tab A, $10.10 per month after 1417 monthly credit for 24 months credit. Apply within 2 bills. If you cancel early, remaining balance due. Plan excludes taxes, surcharges, and roaming. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
A warm one out there today under sunny skies. Expect a high of about 88. Partly cloudy overnight tonight. Low down to 63. But get this. Saturday for Black Patch, 78 for the high under sunny skies. 10 degrees cooler than today. Clear Saturday night, low 60. And Sunday sunny, a high of 85. Looks like sunshine all the way through Thursday next week. However, look out. Hot temperatures could see highs pushing air temperatures the upper 90s. Again for today, sunshine, a high 88. It is 66 at WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Jeff Russo, attorney at law.
Are you struggling to afford health care or medications? Let Health First help you. Whether you're insured, uninsured, or underinsured, you will still be cared for at Health First Community Health Center. We offer financial and prescription assistance to all those that qualify, which is based on income and household size. Contact our office for more information at 365-9455 or visit our website. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are always welcome. Located at 1100 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
The 2019 Black Patch Beauty Pageant is Saturday, August 24th. Categories for ages 2 to 7 for the Tiny Miss and Master and Little Miss and Master. The Miss Preteen ages 8 to 12, Miss Black Patch Teen ages 13 to 15, and Miss Black Patch ages 16 to 21. Anyone from any county can enter. There is also a category for Miss Caldwell County. Pre-registration fee of $50 must be received by August 17th. Registration received after August 17th is $60. Find out more on the Black Patch Beauty Pageant's Facebook page or email MissBlackPatch@yahoo.com.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
2019 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk 4x4 with just 17,000 miles. NADA retail is $28,050. Trice priced at $25,000.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or TriceHughes.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a big show, a real big shoe.
Still another fantastic concept.
So stick around. We got a great show.
Tess and Ty on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Good morning. It's 8:35. Coffee Talk with Tess and Ty, and Brother Wesley Curtis is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? You got a little something going on this weekend, huh?
Got a lot going on this weekend.
A lot of something,
Got
huh?
a lot going on.
He's already broken out his lime green Optimus Club shirt, but we will have new ones this year.
Yes.
I think that's
that will be
awesome.
orange. So
Yes.
if you got any issues up there,
I
look
loved
for
that, by the
orange
way.
shirt.
When you all did that last year, it made it really easy to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
I think
could find Roy Jean everywhere.
I think we're in orange this year.
Yeah, we're
from what
in
I
orange
understand.
this year.
Yeah, so.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
No
I like that a
reflective
lot.
tape, though. I don't think.
No
Okay.
reflecting tape.
Doggone it.
Yeah, I like the reflective tape.
I had a whole joke waiting on him tomorrow with that reflective tape.
I might just stick some on.
I
mine.
think I can hook you up. I'll put it that way. Hey, of course, we've got the parade today that's going to start at 5 o'clock. Seeing the Optimus Club, that just reminds me of that. Of course, make sure you come down and see Ty and I. We're going to be broadcasting the parade live on the air. And then tomorrow, Brother Wesley Curtis has a birthday, first of all, so I'm going to wish him happy birthday ahead of time.
Thank you.
We talked about that earlier. We didn't give you... We didn't pick on you too bad, so
Not
that
too
was
bad.
good. We were nice and
I knew my
kind.
ears were burning a little, but not bad.
Hey, but the big news for tomorrow is this gospel concert. And we've actually been talking about this gospel concert since the gospel concert probably a couple of days before it started last year, right?
Right.
So who we got coming?
Got the Tribute Quartet coming this year. Really looking forward to it and excited. Actually got to talk to them last night. They called me and they are excited to come to Princeton, and I'm just excited to have them here. Looking forward to a great night tomorrow night at First Baptist.
Now, what kind of music is it for those who have not been there?
It's Southern Gospel, 4-part harmony, good bass singing, good tenor singer, and
good old-fashioned Statler Brother
right.
kind of Southern gospel music, right?
Exactly. So
Good Chris harmony. I love good Chris harmonies.
I do too.
You get them down here, and then you'll get them up here.
Well,
he getting
that reflective tape is looking better all the time, isn't it? No, it's free, right?
Free.
It's not going to cost families anything.
No, it is free. We do take up a love offering that goes towards next year's singing, which we already have confirmed stuff. I'm still not letting it out of the bag till tomorrow night.
I think I figured it out.
Yeah, this is.
I am horrible at secrets.
I think we figured it out. We're not going to say anything either to give you away, but this is kind of the tradition. Wesley announces it after the concert. Is that right?
Right,
yep.
right. We do it.
Well, I think he ought to announce it here.
Yeah, maybe we can somehow get it
With us.
recorded and we
That's
can
what
put
I
it on
think.
there. So, but yeah, that's fantastic.
I'll promise not to tell anybody my idea if you'll come in and announce it. Let's see if that works. I'll bribe him.
But it's going to be a great show, and that's at First Baptist Church, 6 o'clock. And,
Right.
and the cool thing about it, Wesley, and you've said this, you can kind of come and go. It's not that you once you're in there sitting, you got to stay there for the whole time. Although if you get there, I guarantee you'll want to stay.
Right, right.
But it is something that you can kind of wander in and out in case you have family somewhere else that you have to meet, or you've got maybe an unruly child that you just kind of want to get out of there. But everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
But you know how that works. Sometimes you get we have our little ones sometimes go, and then you just got to kind of take them away.
It's church, so it's okay.
Of course it is.
It's great.
Of course it is.
My son has special needs, and I will tell you, Eli gets so excited when they get on. He will laugh, and because he's not verbal, but that's how he expresses it. And nobody has ever done anything but say, "Hey, how cool is that? I'm
That's
so
right.
happy. He's happy," and they're not going to think anything about it.
Nobody else cares, but
right.
but some folks just say, "I got to get that kid." I was always
Right.
wanting you to snatch my kid. Go, let's go out of here for a little bit. But no, it's
I'm
great.
going to beat the devil out of you. Grandma would always say.
So they'll be on it'll start right at about 6, won't it?
We don't waste time. We get in there. We welcome everybody. We pray. We cut.
And it's on.
And it's on.
Well, now I will say too. Now, if they see the steps at the front of First Baptist, some people, especially if they're a little older, they might say, I'd love to go, but I cannot climb those steps. That's okay, right?
There is a way in. Behind We Care, the We Care entrance, there is a handicap ramp there. You can go in there, and then there's the elevator to go up to the next floor, and it'll be right there at the sanctuary. So
Plenty of seating.
Plenty of seating.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Family friendly. Won't cost you nothing.
And a beautiful venue.
Beautiful,
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Yeah. Great acoustics in there, in there, West.
Very great acoustics in there. A lot of the groups have just said it's just amazing how the sound is in there, and it is and stuff. And I do appreciate, First Baptist. I mean, they open their doors. Me not being a member of First Baptist, they're all 15 years. It's been held there at First Baptist, and I do appreciate them. That that's a big part of the donation is having a place to have
having the venue,
having the venue, because you never know what the weather. Which thank the good Lord, the weather's gonna be so beautiful tomorrow and everything. We could have had it outdoor singing, but
you just never know, and there has been years when that sanctuary and its nice, cool benches have been a welcomed break.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, remind them the time and the place and a phone number again. And, of course, this is Brother Wesley Curtis, and this is the free, let me scream that from the rooftops, free gospel singing tomorrow for Black Patch, the annual one. Now, how many again? 15? Woo, 15th annual Black Patch Gospel Singing. Give us a phone number and all that good stuff.
Phone number to reach me is 270-625-3512. It'll begin at 6 o'clock there at First Baptist Church on Main Street. Doors open, probably about 5 o'clock doors will open. So if you want a good seat, you better come on in early.
I'll tell you, Brother Wesley, I'm starting a prayer chain for him and his poison ivy. You don't want to hug him right now.
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Not hugging with poison ivy, but
yeah.
Hey, we'll holler at you later. We'll see you
Thank you,
tomorrow, I
Wesley.
guess,
All right,
okay?
appreciate y'all.
Thanks a bunch. Stick around. We still got Art on Main coming up next at Tess and Ty, and Coffee Talk at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Sunny and pretty warm today, a high near 88. Should be nice. But about kickoff time tonight at Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. What am I saying? It's the Battle of the Tigers, and that we'll have it all for you here on WPKY. So expect an overnight low of 63. Tomorrow for Black Patch, 10 degrees cooler than today, about a high of 78 under sunny skies. Sunny for Sunday as well, a high near 85. Looks like warming up into next week under sunny skies. Could see highs in the upper 90s next week. So enjoy it this weekend. Again today, sunshine, a high 88. It is 66 at WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
2019 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk 4x4 with just 17,000 miles. NADA retail is $28,050. Trice priced at $25,000.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or tricehughes.com.
Thanks for starting your morning with Tess and Ty on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Good morning. It's Tess and Ty at 8:43. And, of course, this weekend is Black Patch. We've been waiting on this for, seems like about a year now, Ty. And one of the things that I'm looking forward to anyway is art. We're going to have a whole section from the Princeton Art Guild, and we've got a guest this morning, Ty. Tell us who it is.
This is Melissa Peek. She is the director of the Princeton Art Guild in Princeton, and Melissa is going to tell us about all the great artists and things that will be on display for art on Main. That is going to be located from about the crosswalk on Main Street at Jeff Rousseau's office down in front of the Guild House. And Melissa has a wonderful bunch of vendors there and artists that are going to be displaying their wares, and we're excited to have that part of Black Patch. It's been going on now we used to have it down at Big Springs, but it's been up right in front of the Guild, and that seems to work pretty well for our artists and for the Guild as well. So good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Glad to be here. Thanks for having us. Let's see, what do you want to talk about? We want to talk about each individual artist and kind of tell what we have?
Yeah, tell us who's there. I know you've got several really nice vendors and what they're going to have there.
Yeah, I do. Well, we're going to have the Scrappy Giraffe is going to be there. She's been there for several years in a row. This is Lindsay Tuning, and she does handmade signs. Let's see, we're going to have a new one, Jared Scott Illustration and Bobby Scott Creations is going to be setting up this year. They're out of Dawson Springs. They'll have prints and plushies, apparel, fine arts, and also I thought something that was really cool is that they're going to have yard Yahtzee dice.
Cool.
Those are fun,
have you
by the
seen
way.
those?
I have, and they're not easy to make.
Yeah.
Because mine did not turn out well.
Okay, well,
and they are really neat. I mean, they're really fun, and the kids love them. So
I
yeah,
can't
they're
wait
great.
to see that. Yeah,
what are
I
they
might
made
have
out
to
of? Do we know?
I don't know.
What'd you make yours out of?
Wood.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
wondering if they were wood.
Yeah,
Well, I think
they're
Bobby's
wooden.
making
A lot of
those.
them are, but they're tough to do. So I mean, if he's making them, he's spent some good time on them.
Oh yeah, he is, and then he'll have tobacco stars also.
Neat.
Lots of folks like those around.
They certainly do.
Yeah, and we'll have Leslie Getz silversmithing. She does silver jewelry, and she'll also have some photographs this year, some photography at her booth. Everybody, I think, well, at least locally, knows Miss Kim Brown and Kathy Gray from Laverne and Shirley's Friendly Creations and soap.
Slamizal Slamajal, or whatever they said on that. Remember Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Kim will like that. You
just
said
sort of
that.
hit me.
Yeah.
Laverne and Shirley.
I love the name.
Yeah, I do too. They'll have cold compressed soaps, body products, stencil signs, and home decor. They always have the greatest
That's the smell good. I love when you walk down this and they have that stuff there and and it smells so good.
Yeah.
Aromatherapy, that is just something that I'm telling you. If you get something, the right candle or the right soap or something that smells good, boy, that can really change your day.
No doubt about it.
We're going to have Sister Hearts wreaths. She'll have handmade deco mesh wreaths, bows, and decor. She always has some of the biggest, most beautiful wreaths can't wait to see what she has this year.
And that's the time of year. It's the
I
time
know.
of year to put that new wreath on the door
It
and kind of
is.
change it up a little bit for fall.
Oh, she has fall. She has Christmas. She has
I
some
love
of the
that.
neatest ones. Flat Rock Barn Quilts is new this year. Miss Lori Rogers out of Fredonia. So I can't wait to see what we have.
She's
with
really
hers.
good.
Oh, you've seen her stuff?
Really good.
Yeah,
Really
I've seen
good.
it on Facebook. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Running Rooster is coming out of Eddyville, Kentucky. They have handmade crafts, signs, business card holders, and fall decor. Can't wait to see what Robin and David Seidel have for that. One of the favorites. I'm not playing favorites here, but we always get asked every year, "Hey, where's the bowl guy?" Wood Turn Bowls, Double D Wood Turnings is setting up this year, and he'll be down on the east end of Maine.
I'll tell you, if you want an interesting story, ask the guy how many different processes it takes to do that. It is a lot. I mean, and it's really and truly, it's interesting. I'd love to have him in here because it's one of those things that you would be shocked at the amount of different processes it takes and patience.
Yes.
Oh, he's got to have oodles and oodles of nothing but patience.
I would think so. Yes. He also has not just bowls. You know, he has other things there too, candle holders and wine corks and different things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but those bowls, they're a hot item. We are having Miss Gloria Holyfield from. Where is she from? I think Benton. Key to Your Heart. She has handcrafted, upcycled jewelry and decorative items. She's going to have a couple of spaces here with us this year. And we will have Young's Wrought Iron. That's new.
Mike Young. Hey, I've seen his stuff. I love him to death. He's a buddy of mine.
Oh,
and I will
good.
tell you, he's got a lot of the different things that he's been making and showing and doing.
Hey, I've
He's
got a
that
couple of
rose
things at the
that he.
Guild.
Oh.
Yes, I've got a couple of things at the Guild that are just, they're really pretty.
Well, he started in on those roses earlier in the year, and I said, man, you just keep topping yourself. Because every time I would see another rose pop out, it's 2 or 3. Well, now that's not good enough. It'll be half a dozen. Well, that's not good enough. We've got to have something fancy with them setting in. You know, I mean, he's really, really talented. I will say.
And he doesn't just do things like that. I mean,
no,
he does custom
chandeliers,
work. Yes,
anything.
Chandeliers, yeah, lots of things. Bigger,
railings,
yes.
just anything. I mean,
Yes, he does.
anything that's made out of metal, the man can do. He's a savant with metal. So
Yes, he is, and he is setting up with us tomorrow. He's really good. And then we'll have Perkins Lapidary Arts. Bruce is setting up with his lapidary work, with his stone jewelry.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That's who I've got coming, are those folks. I've got about a dozen booths that are setting up.
I think that sounds amazing to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it because there's a lot of variety. A lot of times, if you go to someplace like an art show or something, like you say, well, it's all kind of the same thing. Oh no,
It's all different.
that is a lot of variety, a lot of different things, and
It is.
if you like it, these people know what they're doing. I know a lot of those people, and they're really good.
Yes, thank you. They are. We will be set up. By 10. So our events from 10 to 5, and then we'll stay set up until 5, and then after that we will start breaking down. And
Now,
then
what side of Black Bay? Somebody says, well, where at are you going to be?
Well, if you don't know where the Princeton Art Guild is, because that's where we're set up in front of the street, on both sides of the street, in front of the Guild House. We're on the east end of Maine, on the Newsome's end.
There you
okay,
go.
Back down on that end.
As you're going down the hill,
That's
you go,
right.
that's where we're at.
But right at the crosswalk, at the crosswalk, we, like he said, like Ty said earlier, at Jeff Russo's building there, we will be set up right in front of the Guild House there.
Okay.
About down to the park entrance.
Okay.
Okay, just we'll be right on both sides of the street there.
I think that sounds fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. That's my kind of people's.
Yes.
I like it because it's something you're not going to find most of them. There's no two that are alike. And it's all artistic, and it's very much handmade. It's not something that they just pulled off the store shelves and put a price tag on.
Oh no, we don't. Yeah, we never do that. I also want to say that during this time, you can also go inside the Guild House, and we have We have about 20 artists represented inside the Guild House. They're not set up on the street, but we do have other artists inside who have, their items for sale.
Right.
They're handcrafted, handmade, and paintings and jewelry. We have different things inside as well. So come inside and visit and shop in there also.
Well, now, if somebody says, you know what, I didn't have time to come today, maybe the kids were sick, maybe something happened.
Sure.
Bless their hearts. I hate that they miss Black Patch. But if they do, you've got plenty of things coming up. I'm reading this paper here, and when it talks about the Artisan Festival.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more later as well. I don't have all that information in front of me, which I could answer questions, but we do. But before that, even this month, I have the 22nd. We have Jazz on the Lawn.
Oh, I see that. I was so focused on the thing about that, but it's Jazz on the Lawn. Sunday, September 22nd,
it is.
From 3 to 5.
That's right. It's a free community event. We do that with Adsmore. We'll be showing an 18-piece private collection that the Guild House has that Al Curry, a local artist, he painted. I'll have those set up on site. Adsmore will be giving discounted tours from 3 to 5. They'll do $5 tours, 12 and under free. Adsmore is also providing light refreshments in their visitor center. They'll have water and they'll have other light refreshments that they provide. So.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed that Jazz Law series. Now, has that been continuous? I know we've had it on and off throughout the years. It's been a little while since we've had it, hasn't it?
I had it last year.
You did have it last year.
I did have it last year. That was the start back up was last year.
Right, was last year. I know that there was a time that we had it fairly consistently, and it's great to see that one back because that's a nice afternoon on the lawn. People can mingle, and the music's usually always great.
Yes, we have again this year, just like we did. We're mirror imaging last year. Everything that we did was a really good event. We are having a Todd Hill trio. Yes. Okay, so Todd Hill.
From Murray.
Right. And then we have Scott Thiele on the bass.
Long time bass master, and that is the father of Chris Thiele of Nickel Creek.
Of
course, and of course his band now. Yeah, Dean is so awesome. He and Scott have played together so many times. They keep they're in the pocket. Great. They do a fabulous job.
I'm so happy that we were able to get them back this year for Jazz on the Lawn.
And that's going to be a great. I mean, those are three talented musicians.
They really, really are. Yes. Very excited. And we'll also have plein air painting that day if anyone would like to come out and set up, throw down a blanket or something, or a drop cloth, rather, and their easel. They can paint. Kind of a paint what you see type event. We did it last year. We had just a few people to do it, and they were absolutely awesome.
That's fun to watch, too.
Doesn't matter how old you are. Bring your little easel, bring your,
And it really doesn't matter if you never painted before,
That's
does it?
exactly right.
Well, that kind of starts when they're kids. My daughter loves to draw.
Yeah.
And it's something that I draw stick people, and they're barely recognizable as stick people.
I've seen
what I draw. I'm telling you, it's not good. So my daughter loves to do it, though.
Yeah.
And that's something that with her is so relaxing. Mm-hmm. And when she was little, and it was very obvious, she wanted to draw and everything. But, I mean, how do kids get involved with that? Like, is there anything that you would tell parents, as kids, when they're little, how do you encourage that side of them, that kind of release for them?
Well, I would tell them just make sure they have they don't have to go out and buy a bunch of expensive supplies. I mean, you can go to Walmart and you can pick up, some 50-cent paints and get some different colors. Get your primary colors. Get a few other cool colors. I think have those available to them. Have them a little workspace that you don't care if some paint gets dropped. When my daughter was young, we had a back sunroom, which is different now. She's older, but we had it. We didn't care if paint got on the floor. We didn't care if it got all over. We had a paint table there. We always kept canvases and a few brushes, and you don't have to have brushes. Parents need to understand that you do not have to go out and buy expensive supplies. You can paint with other tools too. You can make tools as well. If they want to know, if they're thinking, well, I don't know what she's talking about, come by the Art Guild. I'll show you. You can make them out of clothespins and some rubber bands, and they make the coolest little flowers ever. I mean, you just can, or seafoam sponges. And
then, of course, take advantage of the classes and the events at the Princeton Art Guild because you have wonderful things, especially in the summer for kids.
It's not just the summer, really, though.
Yeah, it's all year round, isn't it?
It has been all year long. We've had spring classes. We've had we've had summer classes. Miss Emily Freeman is our children's instructor, okay, and she is doing a fantastic job. She's been doing it this year. We've always had great children's instructors. Don't get me wrong. We've had, since I've been there, I've had Minnie Crowell, who moved to Florida, and then I had Alicia Menser from Hanson, who drove over from Hanson. She was great. Emily has done a fantastic job, and she has kept those classes full and busy all year long. These kids love it. We love them. I love the fact that I'm talking about 60 to 100 kids are just coming through. And these are the kids that I always say it every time you got me on a mic or anywhere, I'll tell you, those kids are the future of the Princeton Art Guild. Yeah. They feel comfortable there, and they will always come back and make sure it's well taken care of long after we're not here, okay?
I love that because I think it's a healthy outlet for kids,
Yes.
when they're so stressed out with everything else that's going on. And sometimes the world doesn't look very nice. And that is something that is a really powerful and positive outlet for kids.
They come in for an hour, they sit with their friends, they have crafts that they do with painting with Miss Emily. We were busy all summer long, and we are actually booked out through Christmas, to the week before Christmas.
We're blessed. Melissa here has been a consistent director here for many years now. We've got a wonderful 5 years. We've got a wonderful board in place that really cares about art. And if you look around Princeton, it is an artistic community. Big time. And I don't think people realize how artistic it is, whether it's musicians, whether it's, we've got Mike Young doing this metal art locally now, and it's beautiful, and you need to go by his booth. He's also a sponsor this year. But just some incredible artists in our town, and it's been like that. Richie McKinney's been around for years, but there are underground artists, some we know, some we don't know, showcasing their wares and their works at Princeton Art Guild. So take advantage of that when these exhibits come up. Yes. And our own Audrey Lamb has had a photography exhibit up there. Has. And so take advantage of this art guild, because there's not too many communities this size that has a quality guild that cares about the arts and keeps it out in the community the way y'all do. So congratulations.
Thank you. And I want to also do a call out. If there are artists out there who they haven't shown their work, maybe they're a little scared, they're not sure that they want to. I love displaying local artists, and I've had so many who are first timers. They've never exhibited their work in a public setting. You come see me, we'll talk about it, and we'll get it done.
I love it.
Because art can be lots of things. It could even be your stickman, Tess. You could do stickman art.
I'll draw you a stickman, and you can display it today.
Tessa's stickman exhibit. I hope to see it soon.
I promise it'll take me 5 seconds or less.
Hey, it's going to be a great weekend. Thank you. I know you work hard, and you work in conjunction with the Princeton Optimist Club in getting this nice event to be part of the Black Patch Heritage Festival. Look for Art on Main. It's going to be from the crosswalk there at Jeff Rousseau's office on down toward East Main, and a wonderful group of artisans and crafts there on display. So check that out.
Yeah, and before we go, we got caught on Jazz on the Lawn, but we will have a phenomenal artisan festival. Okay.
That's going to be at Breezy Hill.
It'll be at Breezy Hill on October 5th, and we'll talk about that more later. But you can also go to our Facebook page and check out all of our events. We have, events on Facebook page to show you the times and different things that we'll have. We'll have artisans set up there as well.
Yeah, that one is growing. I know that's been coming on. There's days of music, artists set up, and of course you can enjoy the lawn and the wares of the Mercantile and everything that Adams Breezy Hill has.
But make sure that everybody comes see us at Art on Main tomorrow for sure, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then also visit the inside of the Guild House. We have Jody Ann Hale on exhibit right now.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Come back on a regular basis and let us know what's going on. Of course, 115 East Main Street, Princeton, Kentucky, 270-365-3959. And Ty, they can visit during the hours, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I encourage everybody to go over there and check them out and say hi and get to know them. If you don't know them over at the Princeton Art Guild, make sure that you do so. Hey, she's got a gorgeous coffee mug, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I hadn't even got to that yet. Beautiful.
Our thanks to Melissa Peek. She's Executive Director of Princeton Art Guild. Wesley Curtis was by, and, of course, Dr. Felipe Miranda and wife Casey. Thank you. Great coffee talk today.
Well, I'll tell you what. I would like to say that we're done. We are not done, Ty. We're just moving on to the next is what it is.
That's right.
Audrey Lamb will be in just a moment. She's going to get you caught up on all the news. We've got Todd Griffin in with sports. Of course, we got Fox News. That's going to get you caught up on everything, plus your complete WPKY Weather Edge forecast. Ty and I will see you this evening. Don't forget at 5 o'clock sharp for the parade, and we're going to be broadcasting live down there. It's Tess and Ty in 1580 103.3 WPKY.
mornings sound like.
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Did you know that in the 1960s, 92% of Americans listened to local radio every week? What do you think it is now?
I bet it's a lot less.
Would you believe that it's still 92%?
Wait, you mean more people listen to radio than TV?
Yes, more people use local radio every week than any other device.
I know I listen. I just didn't realize that everyone else does too.
92% of Americans listen every week. You are right now. Thanks. This message brought to you by your local area radio stations. You can count on us.
Voice of Caldwell County. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY, Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Hurricane Dorian's made its first landfall in the United States.